Robbie. Today I have gone back in my time machine to the Old Testament town of Jericho. I'm waiting for a very special Bible hero to show up. Her name is Rahab. She runs this hotel right behind me. A couple nights ago, she had some very special guests staying with her. Here she comes now. Hi, Rahab.
Robbie, how are you? It's so good to see you.
So tell me, Rahab, what happened a couple nights ago?
Not much. I was just sitting and reading the daily news tablet and eating some pieces of goat cheese and bread when I heard a knock at the door.
What does goat cheese taste like?
I thought you wanted to know what happened the other night.
Sorry, I skipped breakfast and cheese sounds pretty tasty, even if it is goat cheese.
I went to the door and stopped along the way to check my pot roast that was cooking in the oven. It looked really good and I couldn't wait to try some.
Excuse me.
What was that?
My stomach. I told you I haven't eaten. First, you talk about yummy cheese and then pot roast. Could you please not mention food anymore?
Sorry, Robbie. I'll try not to. Anyway, I went to get the door and these two guys were at my door. One of them was finishing up a hamburger and...
Rahab.
Sorry. They said they needed a place to stay and they needed to hide from our soldiers and guards. I was thinking, oh, great. They're probably criminals or something.
Wow, were you scared or what?
A little. I offered them some of my roast so we could sit down and talk.
Oh, the roast. Did you make potatoes with the roast too? And carrots?
Robbie, I thought you wanted to talk about anything but food. I'm trying to tell a story here.
Okay, sorry.
So, they told me that they were on a mission for a man named Joshua. He was God's chosen leader for the Hebrews. The two men told me that they were spies for Joshua and were here in Jericho to see what they were up against.
Up against?
Yup. God has told them to destroy Jericho because it was the only thing between them and their promised land.
Hold the mustard. Hold the phone. What's the promised land?
That's the land that God promised to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob long, long ago. God told them that they would be given this land to live in.
So they're just about to get it, eh? Cool beans. Wait a minute. You live here in Jericho. They destroy Jericho, then what happens to you and your family?
I'm getting there. Just as we were finishing up the coconut cream pie I made for dessert.
I love coconut cream pie.
There was a knock at the door. It was the guards.
What did you do?
God helped me to think quickly. I took the two men up to my roof of my house, and I told them to hide under some flax leaves I was drying. Then, I ran back down the stairs and answered the door.
What do they taste like? Are they good with salad dressing?
Excuse me?
Flax leaves. They sound delicious.
Flax leaves are for making clothes, not for eating. Would you please let me finish? Good. Now, the guards were looking for the two spies, but I told them that they were here, but I wasn't sure where they were now. The guards left and didn't come back. The next morning, the spies were getting ready to leave. Before they left, I made them promise me something.
What?
That they would spare me and my family from destruction when they conquered Jericho, because I had saved them from the guards.
Wow, good thinking. Did they agree?
They did, under one condition.
What condition? That you cook for them again?
No, that I hang this red string in my window. That way, their people and their God will know not to touch my house.
Wow, Rahab, what a story. So, when are they going to come back to and destroy the city?
Any day now.
So, do you think we have time for breakfast before they get here?
You stinker. Come on in and I'll make you some pancakes.
Alright, till next time, kids. Tune in next week to find out what happens next in the story of Rahab, Joshua, and Jericho. I'm Robbie. Last time I introduced you to Rahab, my friend here in the ancient city of Jericho. She helped God's people to hide while the soldiers were searching for them. In exchange for helping them, she asked that the Hebrews would keep her and her family safe when they came back to take over Jericho. The Hebrew spies told her that they would protect her as long as she promised to put a red string in her window. Now back to the story.
Well, Robbie, how were the pancakes?
Delicious. Hard to believe that I only ate 15 of them.
You had 5 glasses of milk with them, too. And a whole bottle of syrup.
Yep, nothing like a nice light breakfast. Ugh.
Robbie, gross!
Sorry, excuse me.
How did you hear that?
Yeah.
Hey!
I said, excuse me. What else do you want?
No, not your burp. I heard something else. I heard someone talking outside the city wall. Quick, let's go to the window.
Wow, there's a bunch of guys down there listening to that man. He looks like their leader.
And those two right in the front row are their spies that I helped. Good thing I got the red string in the window. Let's listen.
I, Joshua, have been appointed by God as your leader. Men, we have a big challenge ahead of us. We need to conquer this city of Jericho, and God has told me how we must do it. Now, this may sound a little weird at first, but just hear me out. We need to march around the city one time today. Then, we need to march around the city again tomorrow. And then the next day. We need to march around the city once a day for 6 days. On the 7th day, we need to march around 7 times, and the priests will blow their trumpets, and we will take over this city. Why are you looking at me that way?
What a weird idea. I think I have helped a bunch of loonies.
God works in mysterious ways. You never know what can happen.
I guess we'll just wait and see.
6 days later.
Robbie, come here. The guys are on their 7th trip around the city. They're stopping.
Hey, here comes the priests with their trumpets. They're playing.
They've stopped. Now everyone is shouting at the top of their lungs.
Wow, it must be cold all of a sudden. I'm shivering.
You're not shivering. You're shaking. And so am I. It feels like an earthquake. Look, the walls are falling down.
Ah! Rahab, we're not shaking anymore. The walls and houses have all fallen except yours. Woohoo!
All I can say is praise God. Robbie, this is so amazing.
I'll say. Well, let's go out and talk to Joshua and let him know we're okay.
First, I think I'll make another coconut pie for Joshua and his men. They would like that, wouldn't they?
Yeah, can I lick the bowl when you're done?
Robbie, what am I going to do with you?
So, there you have it, kids. Rahab trusted God, and God saved her life in the end. She went on to marry one of the spies, and many years later, a member of her family, named Joseph, married a young woman in Bethlehem named Mary. Their son's name was Jesus. Awesome story.